Alone. Well, this is a word that most people put negative connotation with. The feeling of unconnectedness to others. Are we alone in the universe? This has been a question that has consumed modern society. At this point in our common knowledge, we have theories, pictures, testimonies, and of course, personal experiences, sometimes including close encounters. Billions of people around the world ask the same question: does alien life exist? And the answers may just be out there. Go back in time to 1961. JFK is elected president, and America is in divided times. Hitmen and hippies are opposites, and black and white is divided by segregation. We meet Betty and Barney Hill. Betty, a white woman, and Barney, a black man, an interracial couple at the time. It all started back in September the current year. The year was 1961, and it was all in New Hampshire. Betty and Barney were in their car heading back from a vacation at Niagara Falls. It was a clear night with a crescent moon upon a heavily wooded forest. And at about 10 o'clock at night, Barney noticed what seemed to be just a bright star, but it was moving erratically. They pursued the object up the highway for 30 minutes. Eventually, things changed. The object hovered above the car, and as they got out, they could see a window on the craft that had occupants inside. According to their personal written account, the Hills heard a rhythmic series of beeping and buzzing sounds, which seemed to bounce off the truck of their vehicle. The car vibrated, and a tingling sensation passed through the Hills' bodies. Betty touched the metal on the passenger door, expecting to feel electric shock, but only felt slight vibrations. At this point in time, they experienced an onset of an altered state of consciousness that left their minds completely dulled. A second series of code-like beeping or buzzing sounds returned the couple to full consciousness. By the end of it, they had traveled nearly 35 miles south, but only had vague, spotty memories of the whole trip. 10 nights later, Betty started to have a series of wild dreams. She was recalling the events that they had experienced that day. She told of meeting the so-called leaders that oversaw the examiners that they had encountered. The leader gave her knowledge at first, books, depicted maps of the galaxy and many other unknown things and locations. These, however, were taken away when the leader changed his mind. There are many cases like Betty and Barney's, tales of people that witness and experience the unknown, and astonishingly, everybody leaves changed, leaving as believers. Many people believe that our government and many others around the world are covering up the truth about extraterrestrial life. Classified documents such as Project Blue Book show us how our government acknowledges the fact that these encounters are happening. Subsections that are above top secret clearance are real. It is said that Harry S. Truman, during 1947, after the famous Roswell alien crash, signed for and created Majestic 12. This is a recovery team that was to recover the alien craft Roswell, a force that would go on to handle all things not of this planet that occurred. These were the real Men in Black. Regardless or not, we all know the government is probably hiding alien information from us. Recent allegations regarding the NSA and their right to spying show us that the things Big Brother tells us aren't always the things' true intent. But is this a good thing? Some argue that the reasons that the government may not tell us everything about the existence of alien life is because it would put into jeopardy the existence of mankind itself. But this means nothing. If you ask me, there is the truth, and there is nothing more honest to know than the truth itself. Besides the fact that many people experience alien encounters, and that our government created programs to deal with alien-related issues, the facts are drawn into literal stone. Artifacts released by the Mexican government in September show something that we believe we only knew about in modern science: space travel. On these tablets created by the Mayan civilization 1300 years ago, we see the depiction of Earth, space travel, and even a humanoid figure that seems to be an astronaut. These tablets are earth-shaking. This tablet as well from Australia is dated to be from 5000 BC and depicts astronauts of the similar sort. They provide proof that people have been experiencing this since they could express themselves through visual art. While all the facts point towards the mathematical existence of life elsewhere in the universe, our government stays quiet. Maybe they think the human race as a whole is not ready for this kind of information, and society must be kept together to prevent thousands of years of human evolution and expansion from instantaneously destroying itself. Alien disclosure, the reveal of the truth. Whether it happens quickly to the masses or slowly to the fortunate, will be the turning point in the human race. When the time comes for the truth about aliens, all that we want to know will come into question. We as a species may be tiny, but we always dream big.